Right, guys, we got an important topic here. There's something we all know the powers that be have been pushing towards for many years now. They tried to use the last 2 years as a way to shoehorn it in as a matter of public health, but thankfully the British public have resisted it by continuing to use cash even when scumbags try to make it difficult. As you likely know, they want you using digital banking services and digital currencies, despite the fact that recent times have shown us just how dangerous that can be, as people have had their accounts frozen or shut down completely simply because of some political view that they might hold. This is actually something many people have said is what the government and vested interests are trying to force upon us, which the Telegraph is now reporting after a study conducted for the cash machine company Link. It states that Britain is becoming a cashless society against the public's will. A major new study has found after the pandemic accelerated the switch to card and digital payments. Around 10 million people, or 1 in 5 adults, would struggle to manage in a society without cash, a report from the Royal Society of Arts commissioned by Cash Machine Network Link found. And yes, I would say at least 10 million would struggle, since many people I know exclusively use cash even to this day. In fact, most people I know of all ages mostly use cash for different reasons, and that should be their right before we even get into the risks of digital currencies and all of that. It goes on, banks use bat flu as an opportunity to accelerate their branch closure programs, with last summer 99 branches closing their doors on average every month, according to the consumer group Which. So 100 branches a month gone, making it harder for people to get their money out, alongside the fact that cash machines are also disappearing. There's something like less than 50,000 free ones now currently as it stands. Obviously, this must be stopped because it's not something the public wants or needs, and it's certainly not something the public ever voted for, let me tell you that. This here is being forced upon us because, as it states here, the lack of bank branches has made it more difficult for retailers to deposit cash or access notes and coins, which has in turn nudged some retailers and restaurants into refusing cash altogether. Now, personally, I ain't seen this yet because many people in London, especially around where I live, would tell them where to go if they did, but I've heard it happening around the country, so it's definitely something that is really going on. Meaning people can no longer go in these places without cash, which not only hurts the customer but also the business and economy in general, though to be honest the government seems to be trashing the economy deliberately these days, I've gotta say. Thankfully though, like I said, Brits seem to be rejecting it despite a drop in cash withdrawals, as you can see here. Meanwhile, the proportion of the population wholly reliant on physical currency has remained strong in the past 3 years, despite cash's decline in that time. Yes, people are not moving to digital because they don't trust it or just don't bloody want it. Now, the reasons people use cash is not something I will go into, but this is something we all must help to get stopped, because even if using online payments is easy for you, it's not for many others and has no benefit for us mere peasants in the end. As you likely know, it'll only benefit the scumbags who keep ruining our lives and will always continue to bloody do so. Cash is king and always will be compared to digital currencies or tokens, as they will end up. In fact, the Bank of England has admitted it wants a digital currency that can be used to control what people spend their money on. So like I said, resist this with everything you've got, as I will be doing myself.